Tonight on the Russell 3-hour time frame, we have a good setup here, okay? We have a decaying, rather a growth fractal here, okay? A, B, C, D, E. That is found in our fractal container. You find a fractal, all right? You determine the bottom and you determine the top. Okay. Now on Friday, if you're looking at the fractal here, the trend is going to be up. Now tonight, all right, you trade one contract going up, right? Because in theory we'll be turning up. However, on the other time frames, another fractal might appear. It could be a decaying fractal, meaning the trend will go down. All right. So when you're trading, you do one contract going up, right? You enter, and then you put a hedge down here by E. That would be sell stop times 2. It will take you out of the long, okay? And then if the market reverses, it will put you in a trade going down. All right? Number 1, identify the fractal. Okay? Number 2, you have to look at the other time frames to see if you'll have an intervening fractal that will reverse and put this down. The way to protect yourself, don't put a stop. You got to put a hedge. All right? So if you're long, all right, you put a sell stop here times 2. It'll take you out of the long and then put you in a trade going down. A typical setup. Now you can go to any market, any time frame. You'll definitely guaranteed you will find a fractal. All right. So if you're stuck on the Dow or the SPX or gold, it really doesn't matter. All we're trying to do is make a few bucks here, okay? So you can scan all the different futures here, and guaranteed you're going to find a decaying or growth fractal, all right? All day long. Monday, Tuesday, next week, next month. You're going to find these on a minute time frame, all right? Actually, it's pretty simple. All you have to do, over time, you'll recognize the patterns, okay? You get the bottom here, you get the top here, okay? You go long, and then you don't stay long, you take a profit, okay? You get 5, 10, 15 points, exit, all right? Because look at what you have on all the time frames here, okay? Look at all the markets you can trade, all right? Don't be stuck on one market, all right? You can move around all over. Neil will show you how to do that on his channel, okay? So if you can't find a trade on one market, move to another market where you have a well-defined fractal, and we've seen this so many times before, okay? But the key is, again, you have to go through the time frames to find out if you're going to have a conflicting fractal that will change the course of the fractal. Okay, so ideally here, this appeared on Friday. Ideally here, you would want this to break below here, okay, and then do a trade going down, okay. In the meantime, you do have to adjust your stop here, okay. So again, remember, we're only trying to get 10, 15, even 2 or 3 points. Dick Diamond would trade for 2 or 3 points, okay? The flipper in Europe, he trades for an eighth of a point on bonds, okay? The idea is, again, to make a couple bucks a day, okay? Don't try to figure out the home run when it's going to come. It doesn't work that way, all right? You look for a small profit, you take it, and then you go, all right? You enter, hedge, put your profit objective, and you leave the table, okay? You might leave money on the table. Who cares? we can always go to another market and find another fractal. Guaranteed. Okay? Two parts of trading, you have to understand the system, number one. Number two, you have to know how to trade. All right? You have two different elements there. Port A and Port B. Hank Wardnicki will find out what happens tonight. ElliottFractals.com.